Hey, folks. Hey, folks, just letting you know, hit subscribe so you can get the episodes as they come out every week.
And the bell.
Yes, and the bell. Oh, old digital Gramo. It's all happening from a distance. Oh, you're nailing it this time. You just need the delay because it's time for the Edgelords.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, we did it. We did it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. How are you, Grammy?
So is this glare going to be
You
on
can't.
the
You
show?
gotta stop doing that. You know damn well it's not. I don't know if
a little inside joke.
Yeah, they don't know, the old fans. They don't
Yeah.
know that everyone back when we used to do this way, because now we're in person. But back when we used to do the old Zoomies, people always used to say, "There's a glare on the screen," and we would say, "Shut the fuck up. We know what we're doing."
Up. We're your boss.
Yeah, you can't. We can't see it. Only you can see it. You're an idiot. You don't know anything.
Yeah, you're especially if you're a woman. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut up, you dumb woman. That's what we would say.
That's what we would say.
That was us. Graham, this is people, obviously, with the audio people, they don't know what's happening, but the YouTube watchers, they see we're in a different place. We're on Zoom, and
yes.
You want to tell the people why?
Well, I think the audio people also can feel
They can glean it, yeah.
There's not that animal chemistry.
Yes, that intense magnetism
that
between us.
In-person pheromones, just two alphas, two bucks
jockeying for the top position.
That's right. And they don't feel that.
They don't feel it. They don't feel us
through their
locking horns like we normally do.
Just they can't hear it through their Beats by Dre, which all of our listeners have either Skull Candy or Beats by Dre.
That's it. We won't. This doesn't play through other forms.
It doesn't play through.
It only comes out of Beats by Dre and Skull Candies. Anyway, Gramo.
This week in edging.
So we were in New York City, obviously, and we all have COVID. I have COVID. I'm just getting over it. You're
COVID.
Getting over it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fully vaxxed.
I am too.
As are you.
Or no, I'm double. I don't have the booster. I hadn't gotten the booster. So
I had the booster.
I was going to get the booster basically last week or this week. I was going to get the booster. I had it planned because I'm on a break from work. So this was going to be the week. And now I've been told that I should wait a month to get the booster because I've gotten Omicron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. How was it for you? How were your symptoms?
Well, I think because I had the booster, I mean, this is very anecdotal, but I think that they were less than what you had. Yeah,
maybe. I didn't have the booster. I had 2 very rough days. Like not like a fever close to 103. But it didn't feel. It wasn't like a different thing than just having a bad flu. It's not like a new experience. It wasn't like this is out of this world. I've never experienced anything like this. It was just a fever. It sucked, and then a cold for like essentially 4 or 5 days. And today I'm way better. I still sound a little bit congested, but I'm way better. Yeah,
I had none of that. I just had slight cold symptoms. And it's very recent. I felt fine all weekend. I started to feel a little off on the Saturday. So if you're listening to this, and you came out to the shows in Detroit, on Royal Oak, Michigan, at the Comedy Castle, I likely had COVID.
Graham infected you. You've been super spreaded by Graham.
Yeah, sorry. I think I may have gotten it maybe in Michigan or maybe before. I tested 3 times negative before I left on that trip. 3 times. Anyway.
Incubation is super fast with this one. You can feel fine, and then like 24 hours later, you go downhill. And then there was this like patient zero party in New York that not every comic, but a bunch of comics went to, and then like within 3 days, 10 comics from that party tested positive. And it was at a bar where you had to be vaccinated. Everyone was like playing as safely as we thought we could under the old rules. And then it just like from that party, now all of New York comedy has got it.
I was at that party. I was one of the only people boosted at that party, and I did not have any symptoms at the same time that all those people had symptoms.
Yeah.
And I got tested when we were all getting tested, and they were all, you were among that group, were getting positive, and I was getting negative. And I was like, well, because I had the booster, I'm good.
Right. I wasn't even at that party. Casey was at that party.
Okay, your wife was.
She came home from that party and infected me.
Yeah.
She sullied our bed. Our marital bed. She brought filth and disease into it.
It's like when, like in the olden days, when women would become unclean once a month and they had to leave the village.
Yes, she's brought shame into our apartment.
You are unclean.
You are unclean. You must leave. Yes,
you must leave. Anyway, so. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if I got it in Michigan or if I got it there and it took like a extra 5 days to incubate, or look, we're all going to get it. Folks.
Everyone's getting it. This new strain, it seems like you can't avoid it. If you're vaccinated, not vaccinated, boosted, whatever, you're getting it. Thankfully, it seems to be much more mild than, the uncut COVID 1.0.
Yes. Yes.
This COVID's been stepped on enough times that
yes.
you don't feel the effects the same way.
Except for you, because you didn't have a booster. And as I understand, you had the shits.
That was part of it. Yep, for sure. How is that out there exactly? I don't know who I told that this is Casey.
Your wife told me that you had stomach stuff.
I did have stomach stuff.
And then I texted you and I go, heard you got the shits.
Yeah, okay.
And then you corroborated that.
Yes.
I got you. And I like how cops do that to bad guys.
Yeah. You
play off each other.
Yeah. Casey turned on me.
Got your ass.
Turned state's evidence. Yeah, it's I mean, but it's all in all, like, it sucks, but it was still not like, oh, this is life threatening. It was just like, I'm sick and I don't enjoy it, you know? And then we just sat at home and watched a bunch of like Christmas movies.
Well, I canceled my flight to Canada, which was tomorrow, so I'm going to miss Christmas.
That sucks.
What I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
A lot of people are missing Christmases. A lot of people flights canceled. Is there anything fun happening? Is there anything? I would like to recommend the Christmas movie Better Watch Out, which is on, I think, Amazon Prime. What's one of the ones we watched in a sick haze, but it is it's like a Christmas horror movie that is meant to take place in the United States, but it's clearly filmed in Australia. Almost everyone in it is Australian, pretending to be American, and the accents break just enough that you're like, something is wrong here. But very fun. This podcast does come out pre-Christmas, so if you're looking for something like a Christmas horror to watch, Better Watch Out on Amazon Prime.
Now, your people do not celebrate Christmas, am I right?
My people, yes, no, not traditionally, no.
But
we do it in the house. We have a tree. Christmas is more fun.
You're
than
not
Hanukkah.
Missing anything.
Well, no. I mean, yeah. I don't think I would have traveled to see my family this time anyway. No. They're too far away for that.
Your people don't care about family.
No, my people do not. We only care about drinking the blood of babies to sustain us.
Yeah.
And also money.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wondering. Just a little quick question.
Yeah.
Look, I know that it's been a boring episode so far, and I talked way too long about tests, and but I want to say that thanks so much to the edgies that came out to the show. We had a few people that came up.
That's great.
And I only sold shirts 1 out of the 5 shows because I was, scared about getting Omicron.
You were given. It's better to give than to receive, Graham.
But in that one day that I did sell shirts, the one show I did sell shirts, I had a few people come up to me and say that they were big fans of the podcast.
That's great.
And I did not, which was great. It was nice of you guys to come out, and I'm sorry that I gave you Omicron.
So your first interaction with podcast fans, and you have sickened them. But that's an alpha move, and they're going to have to respect it.
One guy was wearing an N95 the whole time.
Time. That doesn't sound like a fan of our podcast.
Yeah.
Too responsible.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe
like
he was a cop.
I want our fans lick the microphone post show. Yes, he sounds like a cop for sure. And so what are you going to do now that you're not going anywhere for Christmas? What's your Christmas going to be like?
I don't know. I told myself I would write a script, but we know that's not going to happen. I think.
This is a great time for me to read the script that you sent me that I've been sitting on for like 7 months now.
Well, my girlfriend's proofreading it, so let me get that version to you.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of spelling errors.
Well, that's fine, but you know what? Now is I have downtime, so if I don't do it now, it will never happen. And how are you going to get the webcopter to your brother now?
This is the problem, is this big fucking webcopter that I was like, tried to save $50 and get it sent here. I always get his eBay stuff sent to my parents' house. I don't know why this year I was like, I'll send it to myself. And now, and it shows up, it's massive. I'm gonna have to check luggage, and now I can't even go. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I guess that he's just gonna have a horrible Christmas. Okay. He'll have to get it later.
I guess that's what it will be. How big is it? Could you potentially fly the webcopter to Ottawa?
I mean, I could.
It's worth trying.
It's worth trying.
If I were to try, I would say, because it's obviously a toy helicopter, not meant to fly. So you're going to need to start at altitude. I would try holding it and jumping off the roof.
Yes,
that's what I would do.
I was going to suggest the same thing, but like kind of riding it like a horse.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Try that. Try to ride it like a horse and run off your roof in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I fall and the blades of the copter sear off my penis.
Yes, that is worst case. That is for those,
and I live
for those plastic copter blades to do that would have to have real problems with your penis.
It's not a lot to get through.
Well, fuck. It seems I would say I would ask you about like any tour dates or anything to promote, but it seems like everything is like just shelved everywhere now for a little while. I'm doing spots, and I've got spots in the city this week. Now that I'm post COVID, I'm over it. I'm on the end of this thing, but I'm kind of shocked that like clubs are still open and doing shows.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. People are out there. People aren't scared of it.
Yeah.
Young people aren't scared of it. I kind of get why, because it's less of a virulent strain, but if you're not, I don't know, you can still hurt somebody who's not vaxxed, who's old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry, we're not being edgy today.
We're actively fighting off of the global pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. It is weird. We have no ad. We have no edgy lightning round. Here's what I'm going to do, because the people need something. I'm going to play the MMA talk bump for them, because I think.
Well, let's do an MMA talk. I'll do one right now.
Okay. Well, you find one. I will bump us to it while you search.
MMA talk. Kick, punch.
Choke me, daddy.
We really don't get enough mileage out of that bump.
This is research. This is my personal thoughts, actually. Goterji says that he'll start throwing dollies if McGregor gets next title shot. He doesn't sound very happy about that.
Which dollies?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about
the cloned lamb. Okay.
Esparza to get title shot versus Namajunas. That's good.
I don't like it. I feel like I'm going to call ice based on that. I don't like anything about that.
Don't do that. They will have no fight, and half the audience won't be able to attend. Definitely not the ring guys.
Certainly not.
This is big news.
Okay.
All right. Santos Ankalaev is official for March 12 main event.
Oh, this is big news. I've been waiting with bated breath to see what Santos Alcaños was going to do for March 12th.
Yes.
And
it's Santos. There's two men, Santos and Ankalaev.
Yes.
Did you not know that?
No, of course I knew that Santos and Ankalaev are two men who are ready to face each other in the octagon on March 12th.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. Well, because Santos, he is a fighter, but Alkaliev, he's more of a grounder and a pounder.
Yes,
So Styles, when they make the fights, when the punchers and he does this. He has Peruvian slap fighting, I believe, is his core, and you don't see that a lot.
No.
So it's a lot of open-handed strikes to the body.
I had there was one of the great Canadian fighters back when the UFC was, everyone had very distinct styles.
Yes.
His name was Jim Jimson.
Yep. And
he was the first ever capoeira dance fighter.
Not a traditionally Canadian art. Capoeira.
No. He wasn't very proficient in it. Didn't have a lot of direct tutelage from any masters. There were not a lot of masters in where he's from, Wolfville, Nova Scotia.
Okay. I feel like he could have learned capoeira from Snow, the Canadian rapper. I feel like he could teach capoeira.
Anyway, he went into the octagon dance fighting, and he was hurt quite badly.
yeah. That's
the other guy was doing fighting,
and
he was doing dance fighting.
Yeah, usually superior to dance fighting.
God, did we learn as a nation? We can't.
Big lesson for Canada.
We can't do this dance fighting.
No, it's not the move.
Anyway, so who do you got for Santos Alkaliev? You said Santos is a more of a fighter.
So Alkaliev, he is a Peruvian slap fighter. That is his. That's Alkaliev.
Alkaliev is
yes, and
the guy with the Russian name is a Peruvian slap fighter.
Well, look, if Canadians can be Brazilian dance fighters, then Russians can be Peruvian slap fighters. And Santos.
So I'm taking a little piss here.
You're doing Graham, not on camera, for God's sake. There's a show happening, and
pouring coffee. Sorry, guys.
Santos, of course, practices Zimbabwe groove fighting.
Zimbabwe groove fighting,
yeah, which is more of a vibe, really.
It's just more of a vibe,
you're feeling it, So I think that is when you put that Peruvian slap fighting against Zimbabwean groove. I don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, I think always choose the one that's actually going to strike. Yeah. That's funny thing our country has learned of Canada with our capoeira incident is the one that's just sort of vibing to the music will always lose.
Well, I guess we'll see. I've put a hefty sum of money on the dancer. So
did you?
I'm hoping you're wrong. Yes, a lot of Litecoin. So much Litecoin I've put on this fight.
I don't even know what Litecoin is.
It's one of them. I don't know, man. I can't keep up. Anyway,
all right.
I'm going to go do more bed rest. I'm going to drink more liquids, and I got to get myself into the mode of somehow doing stand-up comedy.
It'll be great.
I think it will. It'll be fun. I feel way better. I've been told that I'm no longer contagious, so I'm ready. All right, and I guess, do we have anything to say to the people? Do we have anything to plug, anything to promote? We can tell people to rate and review, but don't rate and review this episode. Rate and review our previous body of work, which I think is very good.
Rate and review the podcast.
Yeah. Rate and review the whole podcast in its entirety. Give us 5 stars.
Thanks again for coming out, everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Edgy's coming up to shows. I love to hear that.
It was super rad.
And then I guess, what do we just tell the people what we tell them? This is weird because I feel like we're going to be saying fuck you to each other because we're not sitting next to each other.
I don't care.
Okay, fine. Then let's do it.
Fuck you. Do you always do the finger?
I can't decide. Sometimes I do the finger. Sometimes I point. I really haven't mastered it.
Yeah.